While you were sleeping, Stripe just quietly handed crypto the keys to process trillions in real-time payments, and Zebec Network is sitting right in the middle of it all, already processing over $41 million in streaming payroll. This isn't speculation, it's happening right now. What's up, everyone? It's Gold Rush here, and welcome back to Gold Rush Crypto Daily. If you're new around here, we break down the biggest crypto news and market movements before the mainstream catches up. Today's episode is absolutely packed with some game-changing developments in the payment space that could reshape how crypto integrates with traditional finance. If this sounds interesting, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Let's start with this massive partnership news coming from the Zebec Network team. According to their announcement, Zebec just integrated Privy wallet infrastructure directly into their payroll super app. Now, for those who don't know, Privy was acquired by Stripe back in June, which means Stripe is literally embedding crypto wallets into one of the biggest payment processors on the planet. Here's why this matters. Privy brings best-in-class embedded wallets, effortless external wallet connections, and native multi-chain support across Solana, Ethereum, Base, and other major blockchains. But the real kicker, and I mean the real game changer, is that this creates a completely unified experience for every single user. You're talking about bridging the gap between crypto and traditional finance at the infrastructure level. In Phase 2, Zebec is planning to expand even further within the Stripe network for stablecoin payments and cross-border payouts. Think about what that means. Stripe processed approximately $1.4 trillion in total payment volume last year alone and supports merchants in over 40 countries globally. Now they're opening those rails to blockchain-based payments. That's institutional-grade infrastructure meeting crypto adoption at scale. But wait, there's more context here that's absolutely crucial. Over on the Crypto Queens feed, shout out to CryptoQN007, they mapped out the entire payment moat that Zebec is building, and it's honestly mind-blowing. Zebec is now plugged into NatPay for $170 billion in US ACH and payroll rails. They're connected to Circle, which moves over $38 trillion in annual USDC volume. Uphold is providing crypto-to-fiat bridges and custody for over $100 million in Zebec tokens. Stellar is enabling cross-border payments with USDC, EURC, and PYUSD. Alchemy Pay is opening fiat on and off ramps across 170-plus countries. Alliance Unity Stable is offering real-time Euro payroll. And now, Stripe, the king of traditional payment processing, is integrated into the ecosystem. Let me break down the addressable market here because this is where it gets really interesting. In the United States alone, Zebec can realistically target $1 to $1.6 trillion in payment volume. That's 8 to 12% of total U.S. digital payments available to them today. Globally, we're talking $2.4 to $3.9 trillion. That's 1.5 to 2.5% of worldwide digital payments. And get this, that's not potential someday. That's volume they can route through their system right now. Real-time streaming payments, payroll, card spend, today. Zebec has already issued 65,000-plus cards. They've processed over $41 million in streamed payroll. They have 250-plus U.S. enterprises already live on their network. They're not knocking on the door of traditional finance. They already have the keys and they're walking right through it. Now, if that wasn't enough, Adam from RWA XYZ just posted that Stripe is rolling out USD-settled stablecoin payments directly across Ethereum, Base, and Polygon. This is actually happening as we speak. The rollout started on December 12th. So what does this mean? Well, U.S. businesses can now accept USDC on Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Base, and also USDP and USDG on select chains. The payments, they automatically settle in US dollars in those existing merchant accounts. And get this, there are zero code changes required for anyone already using Stripe. Here's the transparency piece. Stripe is charging a 1.5% fee per transaction. Now, some of you watching might say that's expensive compared to direct on-chain alternatives where you might see like 0.5% or even lower. But compare that to credit card processing fees, which typically run between 2 and 3%. Suddenly, this becomes incredibly attractive for merchants who want to accept crypto but are used to traditional payment costs. The beauty here is that this removes friction. A merchant doesn't need to understand blockchain. They don't need to hold crypto. They just need to click accept stablecoin payments in their Stripe dashboard, and boom, they're processing payments on-chain while getting settled in the currency they actually operate in. This is mainstream adoption machinery firing on all cylinders. Now let's talk market reaction, because the charts are telling an interesting story. According to the CoinBubbles data from today, Zebec Network came in hot with a plus 4.31% jump, among the leading 24-hour gainers in the 101 to 200 market cap range. The broader market for mid-cap utility tokens is showing serious resilience and momentum today. What's important here is that Zebec isn't pumping on empty hype. This is pumping on real, announced partnerships with trillion-dollar companies. There's substance behind the move. The market is recognizing that Zebec has positioned itself at the intersection of crypto infrastructure and traditional finance, and that's an incredibly valuable place to be. So here's what we're really looking at. We're in the middle of a shift from will crypto integrate with traditional finance to how fast will crypto integrate with traditional finance. Stripe, one of the most respected payment processors in the world, is not experimenting anymore. They're building. They've acquired infrastructure companies. They're rolling out stablecoin payments. And they're partnering with projects like Zebec that are specifically designed to make payments work seamlessly across both worlds. So Zebec isn't just some speculative play on the idea that someday payments will work with blockchain. They're literally processing payroll across blockchain rails right now. They're issuing cards, they're acquiring customers, and they're generating transaction volume. Plus, they have partners that process multiple trillions of dollars annually. This is real infrastructure doing real work. For traders, this means we're potentially looking at a token that has multiple catalysts coming. The Stripe integration deepening phase 2, rollout expanding across borders, adoption of their cards accelerating, and more partnerships being announced. The market is starting to wake up to this. For developers and blockchain enthusiasts, this should really excite you because it proves that crypto isn't stuck in a sandbox. It's increasingly operating in the real financial system, processing real transactions, and solving real problems for real businesses. If you found this breakdown valuable, please hit that like button. It helps us reach more people in the crypto community. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, make sure notifications are turned on so you get alerted the moment we post new videos. Important disclaimer. Nothing I've discussed in this video constitutes financial advice. I'm just sharing information and my perspective as a crypto enthusiast. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Consult with a financial advisor if you need personalized guidance. This is educational content only. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay alert, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next Gold Rush Crypto Daily video. Peace.